Good evening, good evening, good evening. I hope everybody's okay. I am going to be live for the next hour. It is 7:30, so it is UK time. So if you're watching on replay, I'm sorry if you don't manage to get a live reading. But please share the stream out and we'll see who joins us this evening. I bet Jules done. I bet Jules is watching Cora. Good evening, my lovelies. I will just pick you at random. Yeah. Hey, Wendy, hope you're well, my lovely. You're first on, so Wendy, I'll put your name on screen. Hey, Diane. Hey, Gillian. Hope you're well. Hey, Sandy. Evening, everybody joining. So tonight I've put spiritual readings instead of tarot readings because I'm going to be using this deck. And as you can see, these are the pictures on the cards. So they're all different kind of pictures. So these are the readings I'm going to be giving tonight. So I hope that's okay with everybody. If not, it's a bit tough titty because that's what I'm doing. So I hope everybody enjoyed the quiz the other night. If anybody's looking at my eyebrows, I've had daughter's just done a laminated course for eyebrows. So they've been laminated, but I've still got colour on. I can't wash my eyebrows while tomorrow morning. So unfortunately, I've got colour all over them. So they won't look like this tomorrow. Oh, dear. So all you have to do for a reading is just read bottom of the screen. Just use emojis in chat. Because when I know Julian's just put it in, would love a reading. When people keep putting the same words in, Facebook picks it up as spam and they won't post the lives. So by using emojis, it makes it so Facebook doesn't pick up on the class it as spam, if that makes sense to people. So I always say use emojis. I'll try to get to as many as I can. Those that I can't get to tonight, I will be back on doing regular tarot readings at weekly. So I sit back, relax, and enjoy. So I'm going to pick a card out and focus on Wendy's name. Ew. So Wendy, the card that's come out for you is the Step Forward card. I'm going to have to, just bear with me a second. I need to put my light on my phone. And I'll show you, look, there's no on front screen. I just need to get my light on because my light's not working. So you see, nothing on my front screen. The phone's going to be facing me that way anyway. So let's see what we can see, Wendy, for you. So I'm seeing, turn it that way. I've got what looks like a younger female coming through. And I feel like this lady would have had, let me try and find something to prop my phone up so I can look at that's better. I can look at card properly then. Right, I've got a young female coming through and I feel like she would have had her hair sort of like coming down, sort of like that kind of style, where it's sort of like coming over, kind of thing. She's coming forward. She's bringing my attention to the neck area. So I'm not sure whether there was something to do with the throat, but it's like an elongated neck, if that makes sense to you, Wendy. But I'm being drawn to the neck area and yeah, and also the mouth. So it's slightly to one side. So I don't know if this lady would have had a stroke as well, Wendy. Let me see if I can get the number 3 is connecting in as well. Also the number 2 and the number 12. So these could be a month, a date and a month. The The 3, though, I don't know what's relevant with the 3, but I'm seeing a 3, a 3, a 3, a 3. So I don't know what's relevant either with March or the number 3 itself. I've also got the letter F coming in. I wanted to say 5 then. So I don't know if 5 is relevant. There's quite a few ladies in spirit around you. They're all sort of like stepping forward. And I'm going to say quite a few of these ladies would have had like longer hair, is what I'm being drawn to. The females are coming through with long hair. So I don't know if that's something to do with you, Wendy, the longer hair, or you've had something done differently to your hair, but I'm being drawn to the hair. I don't know why I'm being shown a fork. Don't ask me why, Wendy, but I'm being shown a fork. So I'm not sure what the fork means to you, if anything, but I'm being shown a fork. So I'm just saying what I see in these cards. I am seeing a little bit of blackness coming in on the card. Can you see the blackness up here? So there is somebody, I'm going to say, that's coming in with a little bit of depression. And I think it's like an on and off kind of thing, Wendy. It's like they're they're okay, but then they can go deeper depression or a deep within themselves, but it's like a real darkness. But then they sort of like come out of it. Also, the lady in spirit that we're first talking about with like the quiff going over, I'm being drawn to her back as well. There's something to do with this lady's back. And I don't know why I'm being drawn to slowness, to I'm being shown a tortoise. So I don't know if it's a reference to a tortoise or reference to taking things easy, taking things slow, slowing things down. I'm also being shown a skull. I don't know why I'm being shown the skull, but I'm seeing like a skull. I'm also seeing a baby in spirit. And I want to say this is a young young child in spirit. I don't know if this child would have gone full term or would have passed quite young, because I'm just seeing just seeing like I don't know how to put it. I'm just seeing like a white outline, if that makes sense, Wendy. But there's a child coming in spirit, but it's like this lady's carrying her on. The lady's carrying her on her back. So I think that's just to let you know that they're okay. The letter E is connected, and also the letter, I think that's an A. The letter A is connected in somewhere as well. Let's see what else I've got. Right, I've got a gentleman's energy coming through as well. He's giving me 2 white feathers. So I don't know where the 2 white feathers are connected to you, Wendy, but I'm getting 2 white feathers, or he's giving me 2 white feathers. But this gentleman's coming through. He would have had a highish, where the hair sort of like goes back, if that makes sense. Now his face is a little bit distorted. And I'm not sure if there would have been something to do with the eyes, but the letter T is coming in around this gentleman, the letter T. But it's like one eye's small and one eye's big, so I don't know what the reference is around the eyes. And it's like this, I can't see the nose and the mouth, so I'm not sure where that connects in around this gentleman also. But I don't know why this gentleman's showing me it looks like a scarf wrapped around his head, or a bandage wrapped around the head. So I'm not sure where that connects in. If you can connect that in, my lovely. But I do think that things around you at the minute, I think emotions have been a little bit all over the place. because I'm getting like mixed emotions coming in on this card. And I think they're just here letting you know that they're okay. Now I've got like a mad woman in spirit coming through for you, Wendy, and she's like waving, and she's got the biggest smile. I think this lady would have been quite a loud character, and to be honest, it's like she's dancing, but she's coming forward with a bunch of flowers. And I am going to say these are daisies, not daisies. These are daffodils. So springtime must be. This must be something happening around springtime, because she's coming through with the daisies. But this lady's energy is really, really loud, Wendy. I don't think this lady would have been a quiet lady at all. And I don't know what the reference. Oh, do you know? I have to say it as I see it. But she's like referencing bingo wings, if that makes sense. So I don't know where that's coming into. But she's the one that's showing me the fork. So I don't know whether the fork incident was with her or the fork references to this lady, my lovely. There's also an F, a P, and the number 2 is also coming through, my sweets. So I hope that makes some sense to you, my lovely Wendy. If you let me know in chat if it makes sense. If it doesn't, I'm so sorry. Let's see where I'm going next. Where's me dabber gone? Where's me? There I am. Claire. Hey, Diane. Hey, Claire. Hey, Christine. Hey, Anne. Brown could be better, but under hospital. Oh, are you in hospital, Anne? Or you're under the hospital, my lovely? I hope you're okay. You're welcome, Wendy. I hope you made some sense of some of the, not as a nonsense, but it's just what I'm being shown in card. So, Claire, for you, my lovely, we have got Nature's Beauties. So that's your card, my lovely. So again, I'm going to say we've got the daffodils coming. Spring must be a very important time, or daffodils are very important around you. We've got the number 6 and the number 9 coming in. We've also got the number 11. So 6 is the month of July, or the number 6. 9 would be, is that September 9th? July. August, September, 17. Yeah, so we've got September coming in. We've also got the numbers 11 coming in also as well. But it's like 6, they get really calling me to the 6s. So I'm not sure where these 6 is connecting, but it's like 6, 6, 6, 6. I've got 2 energies coming in together here. I've got a gentleman coming in, and I've got a lady coming in alongside this gentleman. Now, this lady has got her hands covering her mouth. So I don't know whether this the gentleman, it looks like he's wearing glasses in the card. So I don't know whether this gentleman would wear glasses, because he's showing me him wearing glasses. And I don't know whether the lady's closing her mouth because she always spoke, and he's sort of like wanting to come through first and be acknowledged first before the lady's being acknowledged, Claire. Trying to get something more from this gentleman. Do you know, I don't know whether this gentleman was an Elvis fan or something like that, because he's sort of like got the sideburns, or he's showing sideburns as though it's Elvis. I don't know whether that'll make sense to you, my lovely. We've also got a dog coming through in spirit as well, but I think it's only a small dog. But it's sort of like wagging its tail. It's a very unusual dog, though. or it's coming through as unusual. I don't know whether this would have been a crossbreed kind of dog. But its tail's like stood up, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm being shown green rabbits. So, and this is the gentleman that's showing me green rabbits. So the Easter, something around Easter must connect to this gentleman, to this. I'm going to say lady and gentleman, but more to the gentleman, because he's showing me a green rabbit. So I'm going to take that as Easter. There's quite a few pets, quite a few animals in spirit also around you. I don't know where the J comes in, and also the G, but there's a J and a G initials coming in here. Let's see what else we've got. I've got another lady stepping forward for you, Claire. I've got another lady stepping forward. I don't know the connection to the butterflies with this lady, but this lady's bringing a butterfly with her. I can see a bun on the back of the lady's hair, so I don't know whether this lady would have had her hair tied up or her hair in a bun, but she's showing me a bun on top of her head. But she's the one with the butterflies. So I don't know if you've seen butterflies from her, but she's showing butterflies. There's also a B connection coming in, and the number 7's connecting in also. Have a look what the spiritual colour yellow is, Claire. Have a look what the spiritual colour yellow is. I'm not very good with my colours, but see what yellow is for spiritualness, because the colour yellow. Hey, Carol. The colour yellow definitely does have a meaning. Also, the number 67. I don't know where the 67 connects in as well. Hey, Lorna. Hey, Penny. I'm also being shown one of 3. So I don't know where that connects in. But I don't know whether this is a memory, but I'm being shown a lady holding a child, like picking a child up, but there's 2 other children as well. But it's like, you shouldn't have favorites, but it's like this one would have been a favorite kind of thing, but we aren't being a favorite, if that makes sense, Claire. The number 4 is also connecting in around that lady who's picking who's sort of like holding the child in spirit. I'm not saying the child's in, I'm just saying I think this is more of a memory that somebody's trying to show me, that's going off. Everything's going to come together. I feel at minute things aren't quite coming together at the moment, Claire, but everything is going to come together. Everything's going to join together as it should. And you need to stop worrying, worrying about things that don't need to be worried about. They're just saying everything's going to connect as it should do. Even though it might not look like it's going to, and things might look slightly out of place, everything's going to start connecting. And it's all gonna be okay. I hope that's okay for you, my sweets. Let's see who we've got next. We've got Diane. Put Sandy up. Sorry, Sandy. You're welcome, Claire. Diane, Diane, for you, my lovely, we've got always with you card. So the letter A is connecting in around you. We've got a letter A connecting in. A rainbow. I don't know what the significance is to you with a rainbow, Diane, but we've got a rainbow connection coming in. The number 8 and the number 9. So either 89 or 8 and 9. Also got the number 5 coming in and connecting. And the letter B is also connecting in as well, Diane. I don't know if you're like in a flight mode at the minute and energies are just coming in just to say that you've got many different paths coming up that you could go down. And either path you go down is going to be the right path for you. So really it's just following your heart what you're doing. I've got a dog coming through in spirit also. It's wagging its tail and it's got its ears pointed sort of like forward as well. F. There's an F connection coming in around you as well. Now that says something there. Which way am I reading that? Can't read it clear enough. T-I. No, R. I think it's R-I-F. R-I-F. Don't know where the RAF connection comes in, but I've got an RAF connection coming in. That's coming in around you. I've got a gentleman's energy coming in now. I've got this gentleman's energy coming through. And I do feel this gentleman would have had a beard. I'm being drawn to the beard. And I do think this gentleman would have had a longer face rather than a round face, if that makes sense. I'm being drawn to the nose, but not in an alcohol way, not like that's when I see a bulbous nose. But I'm being drawn to the nose, but it's sort of like a pointed nose. And I don't know why I'm seeing a tuft of hair, because I feel this gentleman would have had more than a tuft of hair. I don't know if he got a bit of hair that always used to stick up at the back, because I'm just being shown like a little bit of tuft of hair that's coming in there. I don't know why I'm seeing birds. I'm seeing quite a lot of birds. So I don't know whether like not pigeon racing, bird racing, or somebody had this gentleman would have connected with bird watching or birds. There was something to do with birds as well, my sweets. Bear with me a sec. And I don't know why I'm seeing the word sky, but I'm being shown the word sky. Could that be ski? SK. Bloody hell, it's really... I need new glasses, everybody. I'm going to change that from sky. I think it's ski. I don't know where the ski connection's coming in. I don't know. Is it sky ski? No, I'm going back to Sky. I think it says Sky 23. So I don't know what Sky 23 would reference to. But it's SKY and then it's 2 and a 3. So I don't know what that reference would mean to you, Diane, my lovely. There's also a C connection coming in. There's also a child in spirit. And this child's joining in on the rainbow. So I don't know if this child would have been a rainbow child. If that makes sense to you, because it's sort of like coming in with the colours of the rainbow. I've also got a lady coming through. There's a lady coming forward, but she's bringing a child. She's bringing a child with her. There's 2 children in spirit coming through, but I feel that one's older than the other. If that makes sense to you, they would have been different ages. So I don't know whether. Yeah, there's 2 children in spirit coming through, but one of them's coming through. One of them's a lady's coming. A lady's bringing a child through with her, and also this lady's also bringing like a dog with her. I want to say it looks like a boxerish type dog. It's sort of like that kind of looking breed in the face, I think. Being shown 2 eyes. Now, I don't know. Well, you're wearing glasses, but I don't know whether there's something to do with there's something with your eyes at the minute. That something's going off with your eyes at the minute. But I'm being shown 2 eyes. But to me, that's relating to you, Diane, my sweets. So that's for you, my lovely. Hey, Nanny Lynn, how are you, my lovely? Wayne. Waiting for you, we've got the transformation card. I know you're feeling a bit low. So obviously the cards come out. You have got the bluey colours. So again, the blue colours do give me a low mood. Got a gentleman's energy coming in. And I do think this gentleman would have liked to have had a drink, a tipple every now and again, as we say. And I don't know why this gentleman is showing like. I want to say like it's like like them bar handle moustaches. But there's something unique about his moustache, or about a moustache that he had, whether it were younger or older, I don't know. But it's a really bushy type of moustache, if that makes sense. The answer to the question you've been asking yourself, the answer is a yes. To the question you've asked yourself, the answer is yes. I don't know what question you've asked Spirit lately, but the answer is yes to what they've said. The 5th of the month is connected to you. And again, also the 6th of the month. I do feel you do need a lot of healing coming in around you. Now, there is somebody coming through in spirit. I am going to say this is a lady coming through in spirit for you. We've got a lady stepping forward, and this lady has got so much love for you. It's like she's trying to send you so much healing from spirit. That it's like this lady would have had a big heart in life. You can see it on the card there, Wayne. I do feel like this lady would have tied her hair up at times. You know, like when you go back into 40s style and they used to put them like bows in the hair type of thing. She's showing me that, like a bow or something above her head. I do think this lady would have had issues with her head though also, because I'm being shown a white patch on the head. But that's all healed. Obviously, once we've crossed, we all his ailments heal. I do think this lady would have struggled with walking as well, because I'm not seeing any lower body. So I do think this lady would have struggled getting about. In fact, I think this lady would have really struggled from waist, from waist downwards. I think she would have struggled. And I think she would have also struggled with a back. I think she would have had a bit of pain all over, to be fair with this lady. Come on, give me something else. The number 8's connecting in, and also 21. So I don't know what the 21, where the 21 connects in around you, but we've got a 21 connecting in also. Again, we've got a C connection coming in. We've got an I connection coming in. We've also got a V connection coming in. There's a V connection coming in. I think the V connection is something to do with the lady. I'm also being shown a pair of scissors. So I'm not sure if this lady would have been like hairdressing or something like that, because she's working with scissors. She's showing me scissors. Oh, sugar. We've also got a B connection coming in. Somebody with the initial B. Now, there is a younger energy coming through that's connected to the B initial, Wayne. There's a younger energy coming through connected to the B. Now, I can't tell whether this is male or female, because they are they sort of like, this lady's energy is sort of like coming full force forward. This energy that's coming through, I do feel it's a young energy. I do feel like it's a young energy. And I don't know why, but they're showing me that they've got like armor on. I don't mean armor like in army, you know, like metal armor. So I don't know whether this person in life would have sort of like had a brick wall built up around them, or there's something to do with armor or something to I can't quite see. But their arms look big. They look like quite muscly actually, but this lady in spirit, she sort of like took this I'm going to say I think it's a male. I think he's a male that's coming through. This lady sort of like took this male under her wings, and she's looking after him on the other side, Wayne, if that makes sense to you, my lovely. But yeah, just know that they're sending as much love and healing to you as they can. And just remember, this lady loved you to pieces. I mean, like I say, her heart is massive. She's got such a big heart. And I don't know why I'm seeing two cherries. I'm seeing like two cherries. So when would you see two? Let me think part of you when you'd see two cherries. Well, 2 cherries to me means it would be Christmas for me. 2 cherries to me is what you'd have like in a baby sham. So that's what I have to reference what I see to where I'd place it, if that makes sense. So I don't know whether Christmas time, unless you know the reference to 2 cherries. But I'm seeing 2 cherries. 2 cherries to me would reference Christmas, around Christmas. Oh, we've got another gentleman coming in, Wayne. Now this gentleman's coming further back. I do think this gentleman, again, would have been a drinker. This gentleman's coming through and he's got like, I want to say dirt on his face. So I don't know whether this gentleman worked underground, or he worked in a place where it was quite a dirty environment to work. I'm not gonna say like if you were a miner or something. But this gentleman's energy is coming through at the back. He seems like a really strict kind of gentleman, though. So I don't know whether this gentleman would be like granddad, granddad, great granddad, that kind of linkage in. I'm being shown like a chimney sweep. I don't know why I'm being shown a chimney sweep, Wayne. But it's like I'm being shown chimney sweep in one hand, but then top hat and tails in another. But I feel the male line was quite a strong male line, if that makes sense. I don't think the gentleman on your within your family, and I'm going to say on the ladies' side of family, I don't think the gentleman would have shown emotions very good. Just because of how they were brought up in the eras they were brought up in. But yeah, I'll leave that with you. All right, Wayne. It could. I've no idea, Wayne. I just said what I see. Woo! That's my camera going down again. Right, who we got next? Rita. Keep going. There we go. Oh, you're welcome, Wayne. Rita, for you, we've got Uriel's Light. So again, June, or the number 6, is relevant. We've got the 6. Right, I've got a gentleman coming through. I saw him straight off. This gentleman did like to have a drink, and he's showing me, I don't know why. I don't think this gentleman would have wore glasses. And I think this gentleman also would have had I don't know why. You know, like them, what are they called them? Are they like pinnacles or something when you used to put them in your eye, just one kind of thing? Monocle. Like a monocle, Rita. I don't know why I'm being shown a monocle with this gentleman. I do think there's a lot of sadness around this gentleman, though, before he passed. Because I'm seeing tears with this gentleman. So I don't know whether there would have been sadness before he passed. Why am I being shown a piece of garlic? Garlic. but it's in his eye. The garlic's in his eye. So I don't know if this gentleman would have done some cooking and rubbed garlic in his eye, or while he was here, there was an incident with you or somebody within the family that would have caused. Oh, bear with me a sec, Rita. I have to block some people coming in. Really cheeky, these other mediums, aren't they? Stand up. Don't know where the Red Riding Hood connection comes in around you, Rita, but I'm being shown Red Riding Hood. I'm also being shown a swan or a duck. Yeah, I'm going to say swan, duckling, swan. I think the tears these gentlemen's showing Rita, I think the tears are saying, I don't know whether, I think the message is he sees others crying. And it's like, you don't need to cry because he's okay. We've got one, we have got a child in spirit coming through. I don't think this, I think this child again wouldn't have gone full term. And the gentleman's just bringing that in just to the side, just to let you know that that the baby's okay. There's an R connection as well. We've got an R connection coming in. I don't know why I'm being shown the pikeman either. We've got a pikeman. Oh, I said pikeman, but then it's like them cookies. Well, them cookies that you get, fortune cookies. I don't know whether it is a fortune cookie. It's more of a fortune cookie kind of thing. So I don't know whether that's relevant to you, my lovely. Right, there's a male coming through. This male's coming through with devil horns on his head. I don't think he's a devil, but I think he's a character. I think he would have been a character in life. He's coming through and he's like showing me the biggest smile ever, Rita. He's showing me the biggest smile ever. But he's coming through, and I do think this gentleman would have been a real character in life. I do think he would have been a prankster. I think he would have been a joker. You've got, again, there's quite a few gentlemen coming through around you, going back. Let's see what I do when I turn my card round. So the number 3 is connecting in around you. There's a reference to dolls as well. I'm being shown dolls. I've also got a lady coming through. Now, this lady's wearing like a hat and she's got like a long coat on also. Again, I'm being shown the letter V around this lady. And I'm also being shown the number 69. So I'm not sure where that comes in. I'm also being shown a horseshoe. So your horseshoe is a lucky horseshoe. That's good. That's a good luck charm. So we've got the horseshoe coming in. I've also seen musical notes. I don't know who's the one that's where the music connects to, but I'm seeing a musical note also. This lady though that's coming through, she looks, I want to say kind of posh. It's like it's got fur around. It's like got fur around the jacket. It's like a long coat, but it's like one of them. You know that used to have like fur around. I'm not going to say fox fur, but that kind of thing coming round. Which it's got like fur coming round, and she's got like one of them hats that would have had a rim, but it was like a round one. Rita, there's somebody that sees spirit around you. I don't know if it's you, but there's definitely somebody that's very spiritually connected. Whether they acknowledge it properly or not, I don't know, or they just shrug it off. But somebody's got some really strong spiritual connections. I do feel that I'm being shown one, two. There's two people that are coming in. I feel there's two people around you that are doing a little bit of winding up at the minute. And you just need to just continue doing what you're doing. Don't get wound up with things that don't really matter. I think that's the message that they're coming through. Don't get involved in things that don't really matter. Just focus on what you need to focus on, because it's just drama that's just going to keep looping round, if that makes sense, my lovely. But that's for you, my sweets. My mum always wore fur coats. Oh, bless Rita. Where are we going now? Anne. You're welcome, my lovely. What I might do is on a Thursday, I might make it a regular that I do tarot readings every Thursday. So those that I don't get to know that I'll be on a Thursday. And if I do it at 7:30 every week, 7:30, 8, sorry, 7:30, 8 o'clock every week, then you know that I'm going to be around for then, don't you? And my lovely, for you, Firefly creates change. That's yours. So obviously, you can see we've got a lady's energy coming through first and foremost. I am being drawn to the lady's lung area and chest area. So there's definitely something going on around this lady's chest area before she passed. We've also got the initial E coming through. This lady's sort of like got her hands on her face like that, but she's sort of like going, ooh. So I don't know what you've been up to, Anne, but she's sort of like going, ooh, to you. So I don't know whether you've done something that would make her go, ooh. But in a good way. It's in a good way, Anne, my lovely. It's in a good way. I saw a gentleman then. Where's he gone? Where's my gentleman gone? He's moved. Got the number 8 coming in that's connecting around you. That's the famous laugh. We've got the number 8 connecting around you and my lovely. So we've got the number 8. So it's either August or the 8th of a month. We've also got an R connection coming in. So there is a gentleman. He's just popping in, literally just behind the lady, and it's like he's just popped in to say hello, and then he's like going away because he keeps disappearing from my card. Not literally, but I keep missing him. But yeah, he's just sort of like popping in to say hello. There's a H connection coming in around this gentleman. Now I don't know whether he's raising his eyebrows or he had high eyebrows. But there's something going on with his eyebrows. Do you know what I want to say? Can you remember? I know it sounds awful, Anne, but can you remember when Muppets used to be on? And you know that chef that had them really bushy eyebrows? That's what he sort of reminds me of. So yeah. Let's see what else we've got going off. Oh, this lady's sending you lots of love. She's giving me a purple heart, so that's for the healing. But she's also giving yellow in there. So have a look what purple and yellow means. I love how you're so accurate with descriptions on those little things. You would really know. Amazes me. Thank you, Madison. Go on. I've lost my train of thought. There's a D connection coming in, Anne. I've got a D connection coming in as well. Yeah, have a look on a spiritual level what the purple and the yellow mean together. Because I'm being given the purple, but I'm also being given the yellow in with the purple. I'm also getting CC. So I don't know what the... You're all right, my sweet lady. It just makes me blush. I'm also getting CC, so I don't know what the CC stands for. But that's coming in within the heart. And why am I seeing a toad or a frog? Why am I seeing a frog or a toad? What's the reference to a frog or a toad? The only reference I can think to for me for a frog or a toad is we have to kiss so many princes for so many frogs before we meet as prince. So I don't know whether there's somebody around you who's is trying to find the right relationship and maybe have not found the right person just yet, or they have and they've finally met the prince. I'm not sure where that because that's the only reference I could think to that, my lovely. I'm seeing the words jet, so I'm not sure whether you're booked to go on holiday, but jet means something else. Frog came in my living room the other week. Did he really? Oh, dear. That's right, I've seen a frog or a toad. Oh, goodness gracious. I've got a W connection coming in as well. But like I say, I'm seeing the word jet. So unless jet means something to you, for me, jet would mean like holiday or somebody's going on a plane. There's also a link to a watch as well coming in. I don't know whether this is the ladies' watch, but there's also I'm being shown a watch. And I don't know if there's something to do with, I'm being shown 6 o'clock. So I don't know whether there's something to do with 6 o'clock, or whether the watch has stopped at 6 o'clock or something happened at 6 o'clock where this lady's concerned. But it's sort of like stuck on like, is it 6 or is it 7? Actually, when I look at this, it looks like 7:05. So I don't know whether this watch has stopped working and it's stuck on that time, or something happened at 7:05. But that's what I'm seeing, my lovely. So I'll leave her love with you. You're welcome, Anne. Bernie. Bernie, for you, we've got hidden spirits. So right from the off, I am going to say that you've got a spiritual connection to the energies around, because they're sort of like swarming around you. So I'm not sure whether you work with spirit or you do things on a spiritual level, Bernie, but there's definitely quite a lot of, I'm going to say, spirituality around you, or religion. I don't like religion, but there's certainly quite a lot of spirituality around you. I'm also been given a candle. So there's somebody. It's an anniversary coming up. I don't know whether that's somebody's crossing that's coming up. But they're giving me a candle, so it must be. It's like the first passing, or it's a birthday. So for me, it's passing or birthday. But yeah, I'm being shown a candle. It's been given to me by, I can't tell whether this is a male or female, but they were yellow in face. They would have had, to me, it's jaundice. They would have been very jaundicey. And the body is red. So for me, they would have had a lot of pain within the body. But they're saying that they're free of pain now. We know they are. There's also a dog coming in around this person in spirit. It looks like a Westie type of dog. There's two dogs. One's a Westie and one's something else. The number 32 is relevant also. Also, 324. So I don't know what 324 means, Bernie, but just keep an eye out on that number. 324. The number 2 is relevant also. Why am I being shown a key? I'm being shown a key. So I don't know whether there's new plans on moving or there's something to do with new property. But I'm being given a key. So just keep an eye out on something coming that's going to be something new. Because this lady's energy that's coming down, she's giving me a key, and it's like a silver key. It's not a gold key, it's a silver key. Right, so I've got this lady coming down in spirit. I do think this lady would have suffered with pain in her back. I don't know why she's showing me a bee or a wasp. I don't know if this lady got stung by a bee or a wasp, but she's showing me a bee or a wasp. I do think this lady would have suffered with arthritis also, and definitely would have struggled lower leg. I do think she would have also had kind of some swelling within a tummy area. And I don't know if she would have had an accident or something to do with the back of the head, because it's like I'm missing a piece, if that makes sense. But I do think this lady would have been in pain, but I think this lady would have hid quite a lot of her pain, because she's sort of like, don't know if you can, oh God, I've knocked my phone over again. So only my camera look. I'm not looking online or anything like that. I don't know if you can see it, but can you see the black outline going around this lady? It's like she tried to hide the pain from everybody else, if that makes sense. But you can see that you can see where I can see where arthritis is coming in around her as well. Let's see what else we've got. But she's all healed. She's in no pain. She's actually showing me the ocean. So I don't know what connects her to the ocean, but she's showing me the ocean. And she's also giving you a purple flower. I'm no good with flowers. I just know that it's like a purple. I'm not going to say posy, but it's a purple flower. But I'm being shown a purple flower to give you. The number 3 is relevant. Right, I've got a gentleman coming in now. This gentleman would have had no hair. He would have been bald. But he's making a joke about a wig. So I don't know whether, as a joke, somebody bought him a wig, like a dress-up wig, or he joked about having a wig on, or somebody around him joked about having a wig on, but he's showing me like somebody trying to put a wig on his head. Again, this gentleman I feel would have wore glasses. Can't really see his full face. One side of his face looks really swollen though, so I don't know whether this gentleman would have suffered like with an abscess or something, or something to do with with his teeth. Because it's like really swollen to the side of the face. Let's turn it around, see what we see when we turn it. Again, I don't know whether this is connected to spirit or whether this is a memory, because I've turned the card upside down, and sometimes it shows as memory. It's showing me somebody that's sort of like dressed up as a clown. But they've got like, it's like their hair's on fire, kind of thing. So I don't know if there's some sort of fancy dress sort of going off. I don't know if that's a memory burning for you, where there was some kind of fancy dress going off. I don't know whether... I tell you, it looks like it looks like Wurzel Gummidge. Don't know why I'd be being shown Wurzel Gummidge, but I'm being shown like a Wurzel Gummidge type of person. So I don't know whether that connects into you. Somebody's very spiritual as well. I can just see this is going way back, but I can see a lady. She's all in white. She's sat down, and I do believe this lady would have been very religious. I think this is going to be going a bit further back though. I do think this lady would have been a very religious lady. In fact, she's more like a nun, if that makes sense. I think she would have lived either, if she were married, when she would have lived a life like a nun kind of thing. That's how she's sort of like coming across. I have got a child's energy coming through in spirit also. But they're in the ocean with the lady with the arthritis. They're in the ocean with the lady. So they're all connected. She's all connected in. So again, they're okay. I've also got another lady coming through, and again, this lady, you're looking back to the era of, when they would have when they wore them bonnets. God, I can't even describe. I don't even know me eras. But like when they used to wear a bonnet, but it only like come up to this part of the head. And she's holding something in a, like, she's working with her hands. She's doing something with her hands. I do think this lady would have lived quite a long life. I can see the grey hair just coming out from the bonnet. I think she would have had a full fringe as well. She seems like a really nice lady. She seems to be very calm. Very calming energy around this lady. The number 6 is connecting him around that lady as well. I've also got a question mark around her, so I'm not sure where the question mark comes in around this lady. See if I can get... We've got an A connection coming in. We've got another lady coming in. And this lady's coming in, and she's just got a red scarf wrapped round her neck. She's just showing me this red scarf that it's like wrapped round her neck. And again, she would have had her hair scraped up. Again, I think she would have had swelling to her legs, around the leg area. But it were mainly bottom. It were like just above the knee and around the knee. But then she were slim on one leg, but it were like bloated on the other leg, if that makes sense. But there's a child's energy coming in with that lady. This child does coming in with like wings. I think this child would have this connection to Christmas time with this lady and this child. There's a connection coming in around a festivity around Christmas time, Bernie, for me with this lady. So yeah, I hope that makes sense for you, my sweets. Wait, Sunday. Nanny Lane, if you want a reading, I will do a reading, but I'll do a reading for you. I'll ring you and do a reading, do a proper full reading for you, my lovely. Rather than do it online. Focusing on Sunday. Time. Sandy, for you, my lovely, we've got the wings of love. On the wings of love. Bit out of tune there for you, Sandy. It's better than my happy birthday, though. Right, let's see what we've got. Right, I'm being shown an owl. So I don't know what the reference is to the owl, but I'm being shown a blue owl. The number 11 is also relevant. The number 11 is relevant. Be sure for the Christmas time, there must be something special around Christmas, something to do with somebody younger, because I'm seeing like Father Christmas. But there's somebody else. Wait, it's like Father Christmas and a king. So I don't know what that reference is, but there's something to do with Christmas around you, Sandy. There's definitely something that I'm going to be at Christmas. I don't know why I'm being shown a teddy bear. It looks a little bit like a foxy kind of teddy bear, but it's a very old teddy bear, and there's white feathers coming in around this teddy bear. I can show you teddy bear. It's there, look, in the bottom corner, the teddy bear. I'm also being shown black feathers. So I don't know whether you've been finding, Sandy, I don't know whether you've been finding multicolored feathers. So, you know, like different feathers. We always say feathers from heaven. And to me, it doesn't matter whether they're white, black, pink, purple, green, whatever. If a feather comes down, for me, it's a feather from heaven. But I am seeing black feathers as well. So I'm not sure whether you're getting a mixture of feathers falling in front of you. There is somebody trying to come through, but I can't. I'm trying to get my card in right position for him to come through. So we've got a couple of energies coming through. One of the ladies, I feel it's a lady's energy, this that's coming through. but she's coming through all in black, and I'm only seeing a head. I'm not seeing anything else bar a head. And we're coming through all black. I think this lady would have been very, very confused towards the end. I don't think she would have seen things really clearly. I think there would have been a lot of confusion. It's like she's got a veil. You know, like when we have a black, like if you wear a black veil, it's like she's got that pulled over her face. So I do think there would have been confusion around with this lady. But it's like now the veil's lifted, everything's okay. She's actually coming through and she's showing me the blue face afterwards, and she's showing me all the healing's being done. She's now not confused. She knows what's going off, and everything else. She is watching over you, and she's sending you loads of love, and healing as well. I don't know why she's coming through in a blue color now. So I don't know where the blue links into this lady. I don't know why I'm seeing like an opal as well. I'm being shown an opal, like a gem, like an opal gem. I'm being shown. I'm also being shown a gentleman. This gentleman's coming through. Now, this gentleman, I'm going to say would have been quite well built. It would have been a stocky gentleman, Sandy. And this gentleman, I do think, would have worked with his hands. Because he's sort of like leaning over something. He's like in a sewing motion, if that makes sense. Soaring motion, a soaring motion, not sewing. But he's definitely doing something with his hands. And it's like whatever he did on Earth is continuing to do above. He's still fixing things, he's still making things, he's still mending things. There's an A coming through. There's an A connection coming through. This is the gentleman's the one that's sending you feathers, and so is the lady. Them two are both sending you feathers. I've also got another energy coming through. Now, this person seems they're coming through very transparent. I can't really see, I can only see the outline of this person. And what they're showing me like blonde, spiky hair. But they're sort of like holding a pipe, as though they're puffing on a pipe. I'm also seeing cats. There's some cats in that have crossed over as well. We've got another lady coming forward for you. She was very busty, Sandy. This lady would have been a very busty lady. That's all she's doing. She's coming forward. She's showing me a bust, and she's just coming in just to say hello. I don't know whether this lady's the lady that links with the cats, because she's sort of like showing me all cats at bottom. There's quite a few energies here trying to get through, trying to come through, but they're just like popping in and out. There's a pendant as well, and I don't know what this pendant is, but it's sort of like round at the top, but then it sort of like goes into like a point. So I don't know what the reference to this pendant is. I don't know if it's a chain pendant or a brooch, but it's sort of like round, and then it's sort of like it's got like a pattern, but then it like goes into a point, Sandy. So I don't know what that's referencing to. I don't know again whether this is a memory, but I'm being shown somebody on roller skates, and they're being held up by somebody else. But it's like they're learning to roller skate. They're learning to be on rollerblades. So I don't know whether that's a memory that's coming through. There's not many numbers coming in around you, though. 6 is coming in. And again, number 8's coming in for you. Y's coming in for you. I don't know where the Y connection comes in around you, but there's a Y connection as well, Sandy. But but they're just showering with you with affection. They're just sending like a rainbow affection round you. And they're also showing me stars. So I don't know whether you've been watching the stars at night time, but they're showing me stars as well, Sandy. So I hope that makes sense, my sweet lady. I'll take Sandy off screen. I have a chained pendant with a picture of my husband. The roller skates could be when my son fell over and broke his wrist. Oh, bless. I just saw roller skates. Like I say, it could be probably, I said it could be a memory. But yes, that were good. You often look up to the star. Oh, bless you, sweets. So that's the last one for this evening. I hope everybody who had a reading enjoyed it. Please come back next Thursday. I will be doing more readings. If you've had a reading this week, please hang fire and let others have a chance. But do come along and listen in and support everybody that has the reading. But yeah, join me next Thursday at 7:30. And we will do some more readings for you guys. You're more than welcome. Hey Dave, hope you're well, my lovely. You too, my sweets. But yes, so I am back. We are going to be live investigating on Saturday night. We're going to be doing a live investigation. And then Tuesday, we've got Chit Chat Tuesday next week. And Paul Goddard's going to be joining us for Chit Chat Tuesday. He's going to be telling us about his channels and what he's got new and upcoming and everything else. And then Wednesday night is quiz night. So anybody that joined us for the quiz last night, as you know, it's just fun. Everybody goes away laughing. I went away crying. It was that bad. Thank you, Carol, my lovely. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Bernie. And thank you, Christine. So, yes, thank you, Diane. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, everybody. So please join. If you didn't join quiz last night and you want to have a bit of fun, you're feeling a bit low, go on replay, answer the questions, put them into chat, see how many you get right, and put your answers in chat on how many you get right. And I promise you'll have a little giggle along the way. It were a really good quiz last night. So, right, I'm going to love you and leave you. My voice is going. And, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to have a rest. So, right then. Right, love you load. Mwah. Good night, everybody. Thank you for joining, and I'll see you next Thursday. Love you loads, guys. Take care. Bye.